At Notre Dame, many students, priests, and school officials alike are furious over the university's decision to invite President Obama to speak at commencement next month. At issue, his support of abortion rights, which runs counter, of course, to the beliefs at the core of the Catholic university. I'm joined now live by MSNBC political analyst Pat Buchanan, Democratic strategist Peter Fenn. So, boys, let's take this one under advisement here together. Pat, it's a university. It's a place for learning. Isn't there something for students to learn from the president, even if they disagree with him on certain issues? After all, Columbia University hosted Iranian President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad as a speaker, and there wasn't agreement there at all with his policies.
All right. This would be utterly different if, say, President Obama said, I'd like to address, a particular audience at Notre Dame, talk about my policies for Afghanistan. I don't think there'd be this objection. The problem is he's being given the highest honor the university can confer, the commencement speech and a honorary degree. And the feeling is, here's a Catholic university dedicated to life, and here's the most pro-abortion president ever to come down the pike, who's in favor of partial birth abortion, embryonic stem cell research, the whole thing. So what it's saying is the university community is torn in half because they're saying we're not standing up for our beliefs here. Even though he's a popular president, he stands against life. And how, if we stand for life, can we be honoring him and, in effect, asking people to emulate Barack Obama? So this is the crisis. It's in the Catholic community nationwide. It's at Notre Dame as well. But nobody objects to Barack Obama's right to speak.
Okay, Peter, what about this kind of a firestorm? Is it something the White House should have seen coming before the announcement and perhaps worked out in private?
Well, I think probably they saw some of it coming, Alex. But I think, look, I find it kind of ironic, I must say, for a lot of people who are talking about political correctness and how liberal the universities are and how they should have speakers of opposite views on campus getting absolutely apoplectic about this. I think Pat's right. There is a little bit of a distinction between a commencement speech. But I still think, look, this is a president of the United States. You're not going to agree with him on every issue. You're going to have differences. And I think you agree to have these differences and accept folks' viewpoints for what they are. I understand how important the abortion issue is, but I find this kind of unfortunate, and I think it's fine to have a discussion, but to call for them to rescind the invitation and or not give him an honorary degree there, I find that kind of a little disingenuous, to be honest.
Alex, if this were about, let's say it were Harvard degree, and Harvard protesters, faculty, and students said, why are you giving him a degree when he's not pulling the troops out of Iraq, as he said, and he's doubling down on Afghanistan, and we're going to protest? Nobody would pay any attention to that. But this is unique because, A, it's a Catholic university, and B, the protest among the kids is coming, if you will, from a populist right moral position, saying, in effect, our own university is collaborating with immorality. And this makes it very, very dramatic. Nobody would pay attention to Harvard. But I'll tell you, this is reflective of a deep and growing division inside the Catholic community, a growing alienation of traditionalist and conservative Catholics from Catholic accommodationists who, in effect, accommodate Biden despite his abortion position, Nancy Pelosi and the rest of it. This is this is big business.
Peter, I'm going to ask... No, go ahead. I'll ask you a question.
No, I was just going to say quickly that, there are a lot of students, of course, who disagree with the Church and the Pope on contraception. There are a lot of people who are pro-choice who are in the Catholic Church. So it isn't like this is some monolithic effort, of course, as Pat knows. So I think this has sparked something. And I think, to be honest, it's probably good for discussion in the end of the day.
How much does this have to do with the fact that it's no, that's okay. How much does this have to do with the fact that it's a political swing state in which this university is? Hi, Indiana.
So you think Arizona and Indiana, that there's something going on there, Alex?
That's just me.
I don't understand that.
No, I don't know.